Welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update. We are Saturday, September 23rd, 2017. And today, in our Tech News Update, we have Project Alloy, which is the project that Intel was working on for a mixed reality headset, AR, VR, MR, what we call augmented, virtual, and mixed reality. It seems that they're abandoning it because no one seems to be interested in partnering with Intel to bring this to the mainstream. One of the problems with this, of course, is that the partners of Intel, a lot of them are already working on their own versions of these MR or mixed reality headsets. So basically, it's kind of probably interesting to see that a lot of them are probably not interested in partnering with Intel to work on one. So bye-bye Project Alloy, and it seems that Intel will not be making a VR headset after all. Well, DRAM shortage, and also the fact that a lot of GPUs or graphics processors are used for cryptocurrency mining are making these graphics cards more expensive. And actually, they expect that by the end of the year, it will be even more expensive because of that DRAM shortage. So you know what, if you're planning on buying a graphics card, maybe now's the time, as we are really getting into a interesting moment here. Even PC prices are rising because of lack of some of these parts. Well, a new insider preview build available since yesterday, the third one this week for fast ring. So if you're in the fast ring insider, 16296 was released, and also 16291 released for slow ring. So check it out as we are heading and really very close to the Fall Careers update. Well, don't you love it when a security team actually creates or makes a big, huge blunder? Adobe security team actually posted in a blog post the public and private PGP key. So what's PGP keys? Well, basically, PGP is for pretty good privacy. It's a way to encrypt messages and emails from one side to the other. And they are usually composed of two keys. A private part that only one person should know, and a public part. Now, usually you will send out a public key. But now, they've actually posted in a blog post, and it seems that it's really because just of a copy paste thing, both private and public, which is something you don't really want. So kudos to the Adobe security team. Newton, Massachusetts actually wanted to ban drones flying over their city below 400 feet. And, of course, somebody went to courts, said, whoa, this can't be enforced. And, of course, there's also the thinking of, well, if we get these delivery drones, that could be also a problem to have these regulations. Well, the court said, nope, you cannot ban drones from flying over cities or flying at specific heights. Cities themselves cannot really enforce that. So it seems that we're back to ground zero. And I think one of the biggest problems we'll have with drones, the fact that they do create a lot of noise, it might actually be something to look at in the future. All sorts of like cities and people probably suing because of the noise created by drones, and the fact that they don't want them to fly over their house. I think this is going to be something in the next few years. Well, Ccleaner malware that affected, of course, the Ccleaner app for about a month's time, it seems that has targeted major companies like Cisco, Microsoft, Google, and that these companies had a mysterious payload delivered with this malware. And it shows that not only this malware was, planted to infect as many people as possible, but it had a variant or variation of it that wanted to really get to major corporations. And finally, in the United States, there's a lot of debate going on over the tracking of cell phones by law enforcement. There were a few cases where the cops say, "Well, we can track your phone and don't need a warrant." Well, now a appeals court just said, "Yep, you do need a warrant if you want to track cell phones of bad guys." So it seems that warrants will be needed in the future, and it comes to a one case where the judge rejected the cell phone tracking proof because he said, "Well, you need a warrant for that. You can't give this as evidence because you didn't get a warrant for it." So that's kind of an interesting one, and I think it's okay. I mean, they can get warrants pretty quickly, and in general. So why not? So this was the Tech News Update for Saturday, September 23rd, 2017. You enjoy our videos? Please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and hope you like our new Saturday edition news bulletins.